Hey guys, I'm sorry I can't be there with you, but I'm going to try to get you through this lesson. Yesterday you worked on partitioning a number line. So today we're going to take that the next step further, and we are going to identify unit fractions on a number line. So we're going to take the partition number lines today, and we're going to work on labeling them with unit fractions. So one of the things that is most important when doing this, when you already have a number line, the most important thing you can do, number one, is see how many partitions are there, because that is going to help you determine your denominator. So on this first one, I can see that there are 1, 2 spaces, and we always count spaces and never count lines. Lines will throw us off, so we always count the spaces. I can see that this number line has been partitioned into halves, or 2 equal parts. So that tells me that this is 1/2 and this is 1/2. So if I were to label the unit fraction, that unit fraction there would be 1/2. Let's look at the next one. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to count my spaces, not my lines. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So I know that this line has been partitioned into fourths. And now I want to label my unit fraction. Each part, or each equal portion, is 1/4. So let's go to our third example. It's a little bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, I'm identifying what my denominator is, because the number of equal spaces determines my denominator. So I know I have 8ths. So my unit fraction here is going to be 1/8. Let's do the same here. I can see that I have 1, 2, 3 equal parts, so my number line has been partitioned into thirds, and my unit fraction here is going to be 1/3. This last example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts, so I have 1/6. So my unit fraction is going to be 1/6. So that is what you're doing for Wednesday's math. You are identifying unit fractions on the number line. What is the most important thing? Number one, determine how many equal parts your number line has been partitioned into to get that denominator. And then you should be able to label your unit fraction. On Thursday, you are also going to be working with fractions on a number line. This time, we're going to move it just another step further. Again, you're going to have a partition number line. This time, it's telling me what fraction that I want to label on the number line. This fraction is 1/2. So I want to label 1/2 on my number line. So I see I have 2 equal parts. 1/2 would be right here. My next one, I have 1/3. I see I have 1, 2, 3 equal parts. So 1/3 would be my unit fraction. On this last one, I can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts, counting spaces, not lines. And 1/4 is going to be right there. Then for the second part of Thursday, what you'll be doing is identifying what fraction would represent the given point on the number line. Again, the first thing I need to do is figure out how many equal parts. How has this line been partitioned? And I'm going to count my spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has been divided into 6. So I know my denominator is going to be 6. But then I've got to figure out, well, that's not a unit fraction, so I've got to figure out how I would write that. Well, it's easier sometimes just to go ahead and label it 1 6 2 6 3 6 4 6. That tells me that that one would be 4 6, and then you can label the whole thing if you need to. For this one, I can see first we always determine our denominator. 1 2 3 4 equal parts, so I'm dealing with fourths. 1/4. But then, of course, go ahead if you want and label that number line. Of course, when you see this, when you see 4 4 6 6, when you see a numerator, denominator that are the same number, that is equal to a whole. Let's look at this next example. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 equal parts. This number line has partitioned into eighths. So we're going to label it 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and then of course 8/8 would be my whole. The last example, I have 2 equal parts, so halves. This would be 1/2, and then look at this one. It's asking for the fraction of the whole. That is 2 halves. So anytime numerator and denominator are the same number, it is going to give you 1 whole. That should wrap up what you're doing Wednesday and Thursday. On Thursday, you'll also have a digital activity that has you reviewing partitioning a number line, because this is one of the things that we really want to make sure we understand. Feel free to watch this video as much as you can. If you have questions, Miss Husband is there to help, or you can reach out to me through Schoology. I'm trying to check that throughout the day. I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.